evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Shadow and Sun Show. Today is the first painting of, actually on the channel. It's been a while. I think it's been 4 years. So, I just,
4 years.
get into this.
That's right. This is the Dragon of the Month, and today the little guy is going to be painting Origon the Denouncer from Archon Studios. As you can tell, I've already primered it white, then given it a spray coat of some of the most... Here, hold that one up, will you, buddy? The dragon, hold it up for the camera. I used a can of Rust-Oleum Bright Coat Metal Finish in silver, and as you can tell, it is shiny as heck. I don't know if it's the cold weather or something, but this just... Is it sticky still?
Very.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, well, just be careful and hold it on the base.
Are you sure that I shouldn't have the Michael Jackson glove or something?
Positive. We'll get some nitrate gloves later if you think, that'll keep you from getting cancer. But I think you'll be fine.
No, but I do think that might actually be a better idea for me to wear a glove for this, at least on one hand.
No, if you just hold it by the base, because the base is going to be painted black.
Well, yes, but holding it by the base is incredibly difficult. Not difficult, but inconvenient for painting.
Well, well, you know what? The wings are dry and not sticky. You can always use those. I know for a fact. Because I had to hit it with the hair dryer because it's about 20 degrees, 30 degrees outside. And I did use the rattle can, but like I've told you guys before, if you take your rattle cans inside, let them get to room temperature, then run them outside real quick, and do your spraying, and then bring them back in and take them back out, back and forth. You can get away with using them in colder weather. I wouldn't really try that trick in, below 10 or 20 degrees. It's probably only like 20, 30 degrees outside. It's been raining and it's really cold. And while he does that, I'm going to be working on our FinalFaction Craft Challenge item.
That's not you. You're wrong. It left very noticeable fingerprint marks.
Really, where?
On the wings.
Well, you're going to paint the wings.
Well, yes, but also on the spines here.
I seriously doubt anybody's going to grab a magnifying glass.
Yeah, but I can feel the texture.
Well, just be careful, and we can always go back over it.
That's not necessarily true.
And he's using... What color are you using? Neon blue?
Yes.
What brand is this, real quick?
I don't know.
It's a folk art.
Okay.
We use a lot of craft paints here. And I'm going to be working on our FinalFaction Craft Challenge with Nathan Allen and Sage Forsaken. I've taken Diablo, and I've given him a black wash, a Army Painter gemstone red dry brush, as well as some gold on the chest. He's going to be riding this dino. Let's see if I can get him on here just to give you a quick sneak peek, because I have some more work to do on both him and the dino. But if you do it just right, it's a little tough for this dino, but it does work. There you go. Normally I don't do a lot of action figure mods like this, but I thought, what the heck, I'll try it for a change. And he's going to have a bit and bridle here with some chains so he can control the old T-Rex. That fall out. I also took one of the accessory packs, and I'm going to do that first. And I forget what this piece is called, or if it actually has... I know it has a name, but I don't remember what it is. But it's a cool looking backpack mounted alien blaster sort of weapon. And I'm just going to glue that on right now. I wanted to use E6000, but I couldn't find any to make this work. So I'm just going to go with good old-fashioned super glue and hope for the best. And if I can find the E6000, I'll squirt that inside. If you need a smaller brush, let me know. I've got some over here, but I thought you were going to be fine with that. But if you find that that's not working. And I've really started to enjoy the what is this? Gorilla Glue with the brush applicator. It just it gives you a lot more control, and I think this is actually a gel, which gives you a little bit more drying and manipulation time before you have.
Though it still instantly dries upon contact with flesh, which is very annoying.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
It's not even that I don't like it getting on my hands. I'm used to that now. It's just I don't like when I'm gluing something, my hands get stuck to it, and the only way to remove my hands is to split the glue apart, and I need to redo it, and then it happens again.
Yeah.
That's annoying.
So having the brush applicator is actually kind of helpful.
Yes, even though I've never used it.
Yeah, I thought you used it on something a while back.
If so, I don't remember. But yeah, no, I have no recollection
And
of using it.
I'm not gonna use the accelerator on this because the accelerator will just ruin the paint job. And I should have thought of that maybe before, but I really wanted to get in here with the washes and things like that, just in case you could see behind the little backpack accessory. And again, I'm using almost exclusively Army Painter metallic colors for this mod. See, I think that's gonna look pretty cool. Sort of center that. I had to clip off part of the nub, otherwise it would be sticking out. It's meant for a different FinalFaction Action figure, but I think it looks kind of cool on this guy. Give him a little bit more firepower. And when I was painting it, I was very careful to make sure to not get the joints stuck with the paint.
Is that good?
Yeah, you'll probably want to do another coat because it is craft paint, unless you're going to use it as sort of a almost a wet blend effect.
No, not at all.
Or if you're going to put washes in there, it won't matter as much.
No, absolutely. I'm not trying. I will add another coat when it dries.
But that silver, you probably can't tell from the camera, but it's almost a mirror polish. If we had painted something, perfectly smooth, it would have a very mirrored chrome effect.
The only problem with painting stuff like this is that you don't want to add like washes or anything, or exactly you don't want to add anything to it because that'll damage it.
Right.
But then you end up just painting. I added exactly 1 square centimeter of paint to it.
And I'm done.
And yeah, I'm finished.
But if you really want to get one of these dragons done really quick, this will do it for you. You can.
But it doesn't look good when you just do that because then it looks unfinished.
Right.
If you were to just spray it silver, then okay, sure.
Call it a day.
Yeah, but I highly doubt you want that. But if you then start painting it, it just looks unfinished, and it is very bad.
We're gonna maybe try the technique of taking the same spray paint and spraying it into a cap.
But I don't want to do that.
So that you don't want to.
Well, it's not that I don't want to. It's just I don't think that's going to work.
Well, if you wanted to give it a wash, like you were saying with dark tone, or even maybe the gray stuff, that won't get what you're looking for. Well, maybe we could try the Mecha wash, that really watery gray stuff, so that it really goes in there. Or we could try
Test it first.
Yeah, but we could also try James L. and Jim Fritz's trick by hitting it with the clear coat as soon as you're done with those parts. Hit it with the clear coat so that the wash will be. It's like giving it a Teflon coating, so the wash will really go into the lowered areas and not stain the upper areas.
Perhaps.
Or we could use my homemade wash with the soap bubbles and see if that'll do it, so that it will, because we use the same paint on the Dungeons Lasers walls that we did chrome, and it ran right into those nooks and crannies without staining the upper surface. Because he wants to add some shading and shadows in between the scales, correct?
I know these small scales. Actually, no, never mind. I'm not doing that.
But the larger scales.
No, never mind. Bad idea.
But that's basically what you're trying to accomplish, right?
Sure.
get shading in between the individual scales so that they stand out just a little bit more.
Never mind.
And here I'm going to be taking just it's part of an airplane, the stealth bomber, I believe, kit that we worked on. And I'm just giving the dinos some armor plates.
Can you give me the metallic blue?
This stuff right here?
No.
Viejo. Oh yeah, this is
No. The cyan, I suppose.
This?
Oh, maybe not actually. It's more teal than I thought. Yeah, no, this isn't going to work. Actually,
Oh, you're looking up at the models. I was like,
yes.
we don't have a clock up there. The clock's over there.
I know, and I don't even think it works. No, it does not work. No, I wanted a cyan type, but this is more just a darker version of this, but it's... I've been wanting an excuse to use this, so I'll take it.
Yeah, it's one of our favorite colors of all time.
Despite the fact that we've only ever used it once.
Didn't we use it on the Mecha Dragon?
That is not true. Wait, yes, we did.
Yeah, it's like almost all that color.
Yes, but I kind of forgot we did the Mecha Dragon. Also, this paintbrush is very bad.
You need another pointier one?
A very pointy one.
That one should do it?
Yes.
So you can see on the back I've got just a little metal triangular piece. I'm trying to build up the saddle to make it look, like something like an actual saddle here in the back. And for the strapping for the saddle, I'm just using some basic electrical wire. And I'm going to be getting some chain. I have some somewhere packed away that I'll be using for the bit and bridle. And for the chest piece, I've got a little action figure shield from, I forget what action figure, but just something we, found in a bits box. And I'm going to put that over the chest. Because once upon a time, this dragon did make some sort of noise or something, didn't it? Didn't it have like sort of a roar or something? Well, that stuff.
But I believe that's what this was for.
That's what I mean.
But I wasn't sure if it was that one. It could have been the other.
Yeah, for some reason we've got a couple of these dinos laying around. And I'm just going to glue this shield again to the chest just to make him look a little bit more armored. This Daibo, actually likes his pet dinosaur and doesn't want him to get, killed by the FinalFaction guys that easily. Then I'll just put it on the chest. And then I'll probably actually spray this guy with some accelerator, because if this paint comes off, I'm not actually going to mind. Oop, I need that a little lower. There we go. Oop, there we go. Perfect. Spray this off camera just so you folks at home don't have to smell it.
That's not how that works.
Oh, I know.
Like at all.
I know. I just thought about that.
Yeah.
Be a little silly tonight. So we hope you guys are having a great weekend. We had a fun time over at Connell's show, and
you should check that out.
And I had a
Though
lot
we
of
did arrive late.
Yeah.
For the reason that we had not finished watching the movie.
Yeah.
We essentially started when the live stream began. So that was fun.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did.
No.
Yes.
No, we started.
Okay, well, we half of the movie we watched while the live stream.
Oh, jeez.
Yes. So.
No, I just somehow the brush hit the accelerator, and now the brush is no longer a brush; it's just a stiff piece of plastic.
So you failed. That's
that's dumb. So be careful. Make sure you're. Yeah. Now, if I put this into the super glue, the entire super glue bottle is just going to become a solid chunk.
So you...
Get your brush.
No, I failed as well.
No, it's nice and
I just
dry.
want to make sure that the dog gets some before I pick it back up. Oh no.
Yeah, this is completely useless as a brush. So folks, make sure your accelerator is dry before you try adding a second coat of glue with the... Yeah. Oh, you're looking at the gold dragon, aren't you?
Yes.
Just in case folks don't recall.
You don't need to show it off.
Oh yeah, we do. He did such a good job with his dragon. Is that your favorite dragon so far?
That I painted?
Yeah.
Yes, because it's the only one that turned out good.
Oh, come on now. Oh, you know what I saw? I forgot to tell you.
Don't you dare.
Flying Frog Productions put out the Phoenix that we never got. And even though it wasn't part of the Kickstarter, or it was kind of, but we didn't get it, it's now available, and it's pretty neat.
Did not know they made a Phoenix.
Yeah, it's not as big as the Phoenix from Archon Studios.
Okay, what is going on?
I don't know.
Oh, yes, I know what's wrong.
What?
Hasn't finished drying.
Oh, that looks really good for the nails.
Yes, but that's...
But for some reason, the Flying Frog Shadows of Brimstone Forbidden Fortress Phoenix comes with like a handful of like a special kind of undead. So I was thinking of maybe picking that up later on down the road. Seeing as how the Flying Frog Shadows of Brimstone Kickstarter won't be here until well after Chinese New Year, if not, next Christmas, because that'll put it.
I'm confused on why you're using that as your anchor for time.
Just because when they say...
Because you're a spy?
No, when they say, it's going to be this point, it's always been way past that point. If they give you a date, unfortunately, it ends up being...
Not able to... Alright, I think that's a... I'll just move on to somewhere else, and if that is heavy... Never mind, I think we'll wrap it up here.
What?
I'll explain later, but... Yeah.
It's sticking too much still?
Nope, not that. Not that at all.
Did you make a mistake?
I didn't make a mistake.
I made a mistake.
Not one you could have easily seen.
Okay, well, let's put this up.
Don't touch it there. Is it the worst spot to touch it?
No, it was fine.
It's not.
Let's move these out of the way. We're going to put them back. Cap that. So, Nathan and Sage Forsaken. If you haven't seen Nathan's video yet, go check it out, because his creation is pretty incredible. He did something that I wasn't expecting, whereas I think I did kind of the most predictable thing, other than putting a FinalFaction figure on a dino, which is where I was going to go originally. But then I noticed we had Diabol already opened, and I'm like, you know what? Let's put him on the dino instead. I'll be working on the dino throughout the rest of the month. And the little guy is yet to even start on his... Is that clean?
No, yes.
On his project, because he's going to do a FinalFaction craft as well.
Yes, I will.
But it's going to be something very different. Although I have no idea what Sage is going to do. But if you guys haven't checked out Nathan Allen, which I find hard to believe at this point.
You should.
Or Sage Forsaken, go check their channel out. Give them some love. Say hi to them for us, as we'll do the same. Until next time, have a great week. We got a lot of stuff planned for the week. And anything else you want to add?
Yes, don't eat the floor.
Right. Because the fuzzy guy is still trying to eat the floor.
Yes.
Hello? You want to say hi to the audience? No? It's funny every time I try to show him to the camera when I'm doing a stream, he like ducks. He doesn't want to do that anymore. Yes, you're a jealous little doggy.
I think he ate the contract.
He ate the contract?
Yeah.
So, good night, everybody. We love you, and
Good night.